Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from San Diego, California, representing Undisputed. He has a pro record of 12 wins with 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed in at 155 pounds, Fred Boom Boom Leavy! His opponent, standing to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in at 155 pounds. From Las Vegas, Nevada, representing Extreme Couture, the Piranha, Dennis Davis!
Fred Leavy has got some serious accomplishments here. He's trained with the likes of Brandon Vera, Dean Lister, Dominic Cruz, Burnett Yoshida, and War Machine. He's a 4-time All-American national champ in college. Wrestled for Montana University Northern, purple belt in jiu-jitsu, second place in the Pan American Grappling Championships in May.
Well, like I said before, I got to spend a little bit of time with Dennis Davis earlier, and he fights out of Couture camp, and he got started with a little bit of Kung Fu, and because he just wanted to get MMA, and Randy, and he's trained personally with Randy for the last 8 to 10 years, but the guy he's up against, Robbie, he seems like a pretty strong competitor. If he has Dean Lister as a jiu-jitsu coach, it doesn't get much better than that in the mixed martial arts game right now.
Sounds like Fred takes his business pretty serious. Said he's trained 3 times a day, 6 days a week. He's got 26 years of wrestling, 5 years of Muay Thai, and 6 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I think one thing we see here, Rob, with some more experienced pro fighters like these two is you don't see so much the guys feeling like they have to throw so many shots all the time. They're jockeying for position, making sure they're set up in good position before they strike. That way they don't get their position compromised if they are off balance or things like that.
That's why they call amateurs amateurs.
Pros pros.
That's right.
I know Dennis is came in this weekend with Kendall Grove and Solomon Hutcherson and also Ed Herman. They all, I believe, train out of the Extreme Couture camp there in Las Vegas. I believe Dennis is one of the instructors there for some of the younger teenagers and whatnot classes. They say they have kids of 5 years old already start to train for MMA, Rob.
Not a lot happening here in the first minute and a half or so of the round.
You see Dennis working his legs up high, and he's got to be careful there. He's got a hold of the arm, and he's got an ankle. Almost going for a knee bar there. He rolls out of it. Fred Leavy very quick. 2 very quick competitors. Fred Leavy fighting from a southpaw position too, Rob. You know something about that as one of your top fighters there, Rich Franklin, southpaw.
Dennis Leavy landed a nice inside leg kick right before the takedown.
Oh, he's going for a little bit of an arm triangle here. Maybe take it as a sweep. Using the cage to walk it over. Oh, very experienced fighters here. Oh, you got to be careful sticking that leg in there like that. Nice takedown. But he's in the guillotine. That might be it. He's tapping. No, he's not either. That could be it. Let's see if he gets out of it. He looked at his corner and shook his head, and it's deep. This may be it for Dennis Davis. He really sacrificed his neck, Rob, to shoot that single leg, and
sometimes that doesn't pay off, does it?
No, sometimes it doesn't pay off. He's stacking him up, so he could be relieving pressure here. You know, the most pressure is when the guy on the bottom straightens out, gets the hips locked out, well, kind of like they are now. One thing that's bad in this situation, too, is he's up against a fence. He can't try to roll out of it.
You know, I've got a good shot right now of
Dennis
Davis' face, and he does not look to be. There he's out. There he goes.
He's in a position where he's got Fred Leavy stuffed against the cage.
Right.
You got to be careful. Got to be careful here. Probably see some leg kicks to the leg here.
Neither one of these guys are strangers to the ground.
A little confusion between the referee there. I think Dennis Davis was trying to work something there. He's a little upset with the decision of the ref to stand him up. Very slow shoot. 4 years of collegiate wrestling. You thought that'd be a little more sharp there. They got Fred Leavy in the half guard here. Let's see what his jiu-jitsu skills do here for him, Rob. Rob, with your experience in UFC, you've been around Randy Couture a lot. I don't think there's anybody that's really better in the game of getting somebody down and controlling them and grounding and pounding them.
He's a ground and pound master, there's no doubt. I got to imagine that pays off. Those guys are around him and want to aspire to be like that. You know that they want to please their mentor.
The mentor, and that's why we see a lot of forearm smashes coming in here.
Full mount?
Nah, he's in a half guard still. Fred Leavy, one thing though, you know, from my experience with jiu-jitsu and with fighting is when you're in a half guard, the worst position to be is on your back. When you're in a half guard, you want to try to get to your side, get your hips out, get your head out of striking range, and try to work a sweep or reversal.
Fred Leavy is doing everything he can just to put out a little bit of an up kick there, end of the round.
So Rob, out of your stable of fighters right now, out of Boxing for Fitness, and some of your guys are going underneath the name of Radford Fighting Systems, who do you got coming up for fights? I know George Gurgel's due next month for a fight. Anyone else?
Yeah, we're going to California, and Diego Salvas, we're fighting July 7th. George is preparing for that, and he's ready to roll. The two guys I fought tonight, even though my one guy, Dan Mundy, who lost, I think he shows some real promise. He just needs to be seasoned a little bit. Jared Combs, another one that's won tonight, highly explosive fighter. And I think both those guys show some promise to do some stuff.
Well, I think everybody in Cincinnati is excited about the possible rematch for Rich Franklin and Anderson Silva. I'm sure that's excitement in camp, and I'm sure training's already probably going underway for it, correct?
Well, we actually just got back from Ireland, so Rich will be taking a little bit of time off. The older he gets, the more rest he needs. But that's what they're talking about now, is us rematching with the winner of the Nathan Marquardt Anderson Silva fight.
And that's going to be a good fight in itself.
Absolutely.
Well, here we go with round two.
These guys standing right in front of each other. You don't see, again, like we were talking earlier, a lot of the movement, footwork.
Nice strikes. Get some good uppercuts coming in there from Dennis Davis.
You know, I'm getting the sense, I don't know what it is I'm just seeing right now.
Nice
I think
punch.
almost Fred Leary's a little bit gassed here.
He might have taken you know, he had a trip from San Francisco. Nice display of grappling and reversals on both parts. Rob, you know, you have a lot of experience in MMA and you have a lot of experience in professional boxing. What would be the difference of an MMA fighter and someone that's a very skilled or decently skilled professional boxer getting enough ground experience to come into the MMA arena? What would be the difference? Is there any comparison in the stand-up? I think we have to get back to that. I think that's the end of the fight. I believe Dennis Davis just got him in a triangle.
Yep.
And, you know, maybe less than a minute into the first round, Dennis Davis, victor.
You know, for training 3 times a day for 6 days a week, I just didn't see that kind of conditioning out of him, and whether it was something pre-fight or
was it possibly maybe overtraining?
Not warm up. You know, he's pointing to the top of his foot, and he's got a huge ball on the top of his foot. He looks like he may have fractured a bone or hurt his foot or something.
Yeah, broke his foot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're seeing it right here ringside. It's balling up. I think, you know, when they started up and started swinging, Dennis Davis showed some good stand-up technique.